in other countries. For instance, we work with the government of Sri Lanka, with institutions in Bangladesh, in India. We have been quite successful in that. But of course, there's more to be done. And one of the good example, or rather one of the good initiative that we're working now, is to have our program in Hungary, in East Europe. So I think we are moving there. But of course, we must make known to our staff, particularly the faculty members, the supporting staff, that in order to do this, we must be able to work hard and deliver good quality programs.
Okay, thanks, Sri. You've mentioned mission, vision, and shared values, perhaps, and you've also mentioned how we've decided that IT is important, how OUM has decided that IT is important, and this is very much in line with our shared value, innovation, one of our shared values. So in your opinion, which is more important to an organization, the mission, the core values or shared values, or is it the vision of the mission, of the organization itself?
Okay, I think basically all are important, because our vision and mission are all integrated in the sense that, in short, we want to be the best ODL institution. So, how do you translate this into your normal daily work? Then we have the shared values that we try to espouse among our staff. I think at different levels we accept the shared values. But let me just expand on this a little bit, because of the shared values that we have. I think one of the most important is teamwork, because in the workplace today, the demand for quality, for efficiency, needs teamwork. Meaning everyone in the organization must work together. You must support each other, and we must do this not only in terms of developing the processes that we do every day, but I think we train our staff from time to time. They attend a training program that expounds on teamwork. To me, is one of the most important things, because teamwork means you do other things automatically. You become innovative, you're professional in your work, because those are also our shared values. The other one which I feel very strongly is, of course, you must have a strong sense of integrity, because whatever you do within the organization, you must do it with the fullest knowledge that you do it with full-heartedly. That's important, because you must have good values. Our religion teaches us to be a good person, a good individual. So when you come to work, I think if you have integrity, you have professionalism, you enjoy your work. And I, for one, for instance, although there are problems, there are constraints every day, we have to resolve them. But every day I tell myself, I'm happy coming to do work. I enjoy it. So that's part of being able to, to translate the shared values that the university has, or Meteor has, to whatever you do every day. So if you don't have these good values or shared values, then your work with the others may become problematic at times, But if you have the strong will to work together, then we can resolve all these problems. One of the things which I like to have is to, at the working level, we shouldn't have borders. We shouldn't have walls that create problems. Very simple. For instance, a student were to complain to you about the module. Then they complain to this student services center. A person who work there must be able to understand the problem. If not, quickly resolve it. Because we do not want to see the student waiting, which often happens, waiting for response. So you must put yourself as if you are also a student. That's part of empathy. Yeah? You must understand that a student will always want a quick response. Whether it's good or not, they want a quick response, at least to say, yes, we are looking at this matter, we'll come back to you tomorrow. But tomorrow you must tell the student, you must resolve it. Because if I were the student, I feel that my needs has been taken care. Sometimes the answers may not be to my satisfaction, but at least somebody in OUM who takes care of student, or who takes care of the syllabus, the curriculum, or whatever, answers partly, if not the full, expectation. So the student's expectation or the learner's expectation is very high, because they say that you must produce quality things, and quality means service. So the services that we provide, to me, must be of the highest quality. And you must always put yourself as if you are a student, you are a learner. And only then we can actually indirectly create a lot more interest in new students coming in and so on. If we give disappointing responses, then you are bound to get a very negative view of the university. This is what I personally feel that we should pay more attention. This is why I always say a student focus must be an important priority in our organization, because we are an education provider. So student, learners must come first. As if you must imagine that you are in the school as well. If you are in the school, you must have good teachers. The teachers must deliver, must be of the highest quality. So a student at the school, the parents also now, they have high expectation of the teaching profession. So we are in that sense, we must transmit all these good values actually to even our students, because when they go out working later on, or they have a higher position, then people say this is a good product of OUM.
So Tan you've spoken about bringing or rather producing graduates with integrity, with all this work ethics. Speaking of integrity, one of the key, characteristics of it is being responsible, being accountable for the decisions. And of course, as the leader of this organization, you've made a lot of big decisions for the organization. So if you don't mind, Tan, could you share with us what are some of the most important decisions that you have made as our president, as the CEO of Meteor Group, as the president, vice chancellor of OUM?
No, let me say this way. I think most of the decisions are made after discussion. We have various levels of discussion. Again, as I said, teamwork is very important, because I do not believe that I myself can make decisions, particularly the big ones, that affect the organization, that affect student numbers, for instance, that affect our income. So all these are a result of teamwork, discussion at various levels. And I'm happy to say that the senior staff that are with me, senior vice president downwards, the deans, the professors has been very responsible. They give good ideas, and we implement ideas that have been worked out properly. So at the end of the day, I do not make decision, particularly the big one, by myself. I always get feedback. Actually get feedback not only from the staff, but from the learners as well. And as you know, the staff email to me, the students email to me, and we try to respond as much as possible to help them. So if you have in yourself, you have the ability to help people. I think that's important. Yeah.
True. Tan Sri, you have years and years of experience. You've led an IPTA before this, and then you've led OUM for many years. So Tan Sri, in your opinion, what are the biggest challenges that are faced by business leaders today? Is it the recession? Is it the economy? Is it the perhaps in certain areas, certain quarters of the world, the political instabilities? And from your own experience, what are the best ways to overcome these challenges?
I think one of the most important challenges in any organization, be it educational institution or a business entity, of which of course I cannot say much, but I can say about the university, is the need to be sustainable. I think particularly in our context, because we are dependent on the number of students coming in, whether they are from the industry, from the teaching profession, from the various services sectors. To sustain yourself means that, as I said earlier, quality. The expectation of the community is different. So at the end of the day, they want quality programs. So you have to sustain that. You have to make sure that your programs are well developed. They are always improved upon. So all in all, you have to make sure that the staff in your organization become innovative, new ideas, new things to be done. Because if you are not innovative, you don't have new ideas to governize all these factors from outside is a difficult task. So I believe in, again, being innovative, and of course at the same time to get people to work together. And is a challenge which can be done, as long as you stay on course, you want to do your best, because in every human being, from my experience, we always have our weaknesses. But if we get people to help you, then inshallah we can go somewhere. We can meet our targets.
Okay, Tan Sri, as a parting shot, as the last question, perhaps can you share with us, is there a person or perhaps is there a figure that has had a tremendous impact on you as a leader, and why and how did this person impact your life?
No, I think one of the biggest things that you learn is from your father. And I think my father was a teacher, a teacher those days in the 50s, 60s. they are strong disciplinarian. They want to do things to the best of their ability within the constraint that they have to face. And they are very focused, and all those characteristics or traits that my father has is transmitted into me, in the sense that you want to do your best, you want to deliver the best. He makes sure that we have a strong discipline, and he's a guide to me, or rather he was. And I always owe this to my father. Of course, my mother was out there to support him, and we have a big family, but nevertheless, he managed to ensure that we have the right, the right values, and one of the things which he taught me is to help people, to help the community. Until his last day, he is that kind, So I don't think I can match him to that level, without anything, without asking for anything. He will always help. Work in a cooperative, teachers cooperative. Those days you don't expect any any return for all those things. It's just community work, and I felt that was one of the strongest point that he imparted into me, and of course, to be good to others.
Okay, so thank you again, Tan Sri, for spending your time and your expertise and your experience with us.
Thank you so much.